Hello everyone, my name is Belleque and I will be your guide through this intriguing journey we call anal stimulation. Although anal stimulation has a negative connotation attached to it, it is a legitimate form of sexual behavior. Anal stimulation can be pleasurable, painful, and unwanted. It all depends on the way the participants go about the experience. There are many ways to perform anal stimulation depending on what you are trying to achieve from this experience. Both men and women can receive and perform anal stimulation to each other. Anal stimulation is a type of sexual intercourse that involves an erect penis, preferably, a sex toy or toys, or the use of one's mouth to achieve pleasure. Penile anal stimulation is when the penis is used to penetrate the sphincters of the anus to achieve stimulation. Anal masturbation is the use of sexual toys like dildos to stimulate the anus either on the outside or inside, depends on what you like best. Oral anal stimulation is when one's mouth is used to stimulate the anus, typically from the outside. All of these different options are frequently used in the anal stimulation circle and all have their pros and cons. Anal sex is the preferred term to describe the penis being inserted into the anus, achieving full or partial penetration of the anal sphincters. Anal sex is typically performed by the male inserting his penis into a female's anus in a heterosexual relationship, although the male may be on the receiving end of the transaction at times. A male may also decide to insert his penis into another male in a homosexual relationship. Anal sex is the most risky form of sexual intercourse due to the health risks involved. Tearing of the anus is a very real possibility during this act, and precautions should be taken to prevent this horrific event from taking place. Anal sex has the taboo of being considered a homosexual act when performed on the male because of the lack of power he has. Anal masturbation is enjoyed by both men and women alike. Anal masturbation is achieved through many avenues. One could use their fingers or sex toys to obtain pleasure. Typically, anal masturbation is enjoyed in one's private time, but sometimes a partner could aid in the process by performing the masturbation to another partner. Oral anal stimulation is when the mouth is used to stimulate the anus sexually. Again, men and women could administer the pleasure to a partner. This type of anal stimulation can be very risky if done with a less than sanitary partner due to the various sexually transmitted infections present in the anal region. Safe oral anal stimulation is advised. Due to the high risk factors of anal stimulation, many precautions should be taken before indulging in this particular form of pleasure. Many nerve endings are present in the anus, which leads itself to both pain and pleasure. If you've made the decision to embark on this journey, you should start small and work your way up. If you try to start with a large object first, tearing is much more likely. Lubricant is highly advised because it will make the anus more slick and less prone to tearing and displeasure. A major part to enjoying your anal stimulation experience is relaxing the muscular sphincter. This is the part of the anus that gets torn during stimulation, so relaxing it will allow it to be more elastic and forgiving. Always use a condom during anal stimulation to keep from contracting any sexually transmitted infection. If using toys, you should always clean them off with warm water and soap to get rid of any lingering bacteria present on them. It is also advised to keep your anus clean and free from fecal matter prior to anal stimulation. When enjoying this highly passionate experience, you have to be gentle with the anus to prevent it from tearing. Adequate lubrication and relaxation are the methods to make it more enjoyable. If any discomfort is experienced, cease penetration immediately and seek medical attention to make sure nothing is wrong. Also, please do not stick anything that can break or cause serious damage into your anus. I know this seems like common sense, but you'd be surprised how innovative they'll try to be. The male G-spot is stimulated through the anus, making a desirable area to stimulate. This area also has many nerve endings which can make it enjoyable to women as well. Anal stimulation has different feelings than or vaginal stimulation, which make an attractive avenue of pleasure. A quarter of heterosexual college students have experimented with anal stimulation. Condoms are only used in 29% of anal stimulation. Even though you can't get pregnant from anal sex, sexually transmitted infections are a very real possibility. 90% of anal stimulation experiences are practiced in monogamous relationships. 90% of homosexual men practice anal sex, while only 10% of heterosexual couples do. In conclusion, anal stimulation can be very enjoyable when done properly because of its intense orgasms. It is paramount to have the consent of both parties involved before trying anal stimulation. There are many different types of anal stimulation that can be practiced, so it is up to you to figure out which one is more suitable for your preferences and lifestyle. Be safe and enjoy your anal stimulation if you choose to do so.